Hey y'all, it's Ebony. I'm back again, and of course I have another great video for y'all. The video that I have for y'all today is pretty much talking about how to deal with angry customers and also how to deal with disputes and claims. Y'all, this is the side of business that nobody talks about. I've probably seen maybe 2 or 3 other videos on YouTube talking about it, but they really don't go far into detail about it. If you're starting a hair company, trust and believe you will have angry customers. There's always going to be a customer that's not satisfied, a customer that's not knowledgeable, a customer that's trying to get over on you. It's a lot of scammers out there. So if you own a hair business, please know that you will be scammed and you will get scammed. So in this video, I'm also going to talk about how to protect yourself, how to prevent angry customers, and how to protect yourself from scammers, from fraud, and from getting disputes. So first I'm gonna start talking about how to deal with an angry customer. As you know, when you're in business, you have to give great customer service. Without great customer service, you will not have any customers. So you always have to be professional, and you always have to run your business in a professional manner. As you know, customer service is an essential part to having a business and being successful in business. But also, just to keep it real, we all know that the customer is not always right. Of course, customer service deals with the customer always being right. But when you are a small business owner, when you are a small Black business owner, you need to understand that your customers, not all of them, but the very few, they're going to try to take advantage of the customer's always right, and you need to be able to protect yourself. What I have experienced from irate or angry customers, the things I've noticed about them, they don't read. You know how you write something on, like you make a post on your Instagram talking about a policy, on your website you have a policy page that talks about your policies. You might even have a video recording of yourself talking about your policies, but you still gonna have them few customers. They gonna order hair from you, and they're gonna expect to be the exception of the policy that you have in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pages. And because you will not allow them to be the exception, they're gonna give you hell. They're gonna threaten you. They're going to say, oh, if I can't be the exception to the rule, I'm going to write a bad review. I'm going to tell everybody your customer service is terrible. I'm going to tell everybody not to shop with you. Like, they will threaten you all because they don't read. They just don't read. They expect you to bend the rules for them. And they don't understand that you're running a business and you have your own family and stuff to feed. And okay, maybe I'm going off on a tangent, whatever. Maybe I'm going off. Some customers, they just always expect to be the exception of the rule. It's like the rules are in place for a reason. And like I said, these customers, they threaten you, this, that, and the other. So what you want to do, because you never want it to get to that level. You never want a customer to get to that level. Even if they are wrong, you never want them to feel like they're wrong, but you also want to make sure your policies are in position. You get what I'm saying? It's a way that you have to talk to your customers. That's the solution, right? A customer getting ignorant with you is their fault. They didn't read the policy, so how are you going to respond? So they're all the way up here, they're frustrated. How are you going to get them back down to a calm level to where they're happy again? What I do, I've learned to never tell the customer no, and to never put the blame in their field. So let's say Let me give an example. So with my website, I have a processing period of 2 to 5 business days, followed by 2 to 3 shipping days, right? So I have a customer, she orders hair from me on a Monday, right? She's going out of town on Thursday. And when Wednesday gets here, she's emailing me, blowing up all my social media accounts. I haven't even woke up yet. I'm still in my bed asleep. But on Wednesday morning when I wake up, she done blew up all my accounts. She's threatening me, telling me that she's gonna tell everyone that I'm a fraud, that I'm keeping packages hostage, and I'm not doing what I said on my website, because my website says I ship in 2 to 3 days. So she's mad, she's angry, she's upset, she's threatening me. Now she's demanding her money back. And if I don't respond to her, she gonna put a claim in on PayPal. And she gonna get her money back, right? And at this point, because I don't keep hair on hand, I had to use the money she gave me to put in an order with my vendor. I no longer have that money. My vendor had that money. I'm waiting on my vendor to send me bundles. I don't have no money to give her back her refund. She have to wait, but she's upset because she did not read. She ignored the fact that I have a processing time to 2 to 5 business days. So how do you react to that? How do you respond? Okay, what you don't do, you don't tell the customer, well, you should have read my policy page on my website. It says processing period 2 to 5 business days. I don't give a care if you mad. You need to read. I'm keeping your money. You ain't getting your money back. No, you don't talk to your customers like that. If you ever get angry, because me sometimes I do get a little angry when I'm reading customer emails and it's just like, oh, another stupid customer. Not all of them, just a few. Few of them are real stupid, I ain't gonna lie. I never take it out on my customer. If I do feel angry, I vent. I vent to a friend. I vent to my boyfriend. I'm just like, oh my, you can vent to the people around you, but never use that energy and give that negative energy back to your customer. Channel that energy somewhere else. And once you get it out of your system, then you can go to your customer. And then you could say, I would probably say something. Look, and like I said, it's all about how you talk, all about how you word it. You want to start off nice, Oh, good morning. I'm so sorry. I was asleep when all of your messages came in. I understand that there's an important matter that you have. You have an important matter. I understand this is very important to you. You are going on vacation on Thursday. I understand that, So just let them know that you understand. Let them know that you heard what they're saying. Let them know that you see this is important to them, right? So you always want to start off saying something nice. Then you want to tell them what the problem is or what it is that they could have done wrong. So then you can write something like, maybe you overlooked it, but I have a processing period of 2 to 5 business days. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get your package to you on Thursday because we're only on the 2nd business day in the processing period. And I'm still trying to make sure that I can get the hair, the quality of hair that you need, that's up to my standards. So go ahead and explain to them the importance of a processing period. Or me, I flat out tell my customers I don't keep hair on hand. So I can just say, I don't keep hair on hand because of safety issues. I live in a high crime city and I don't want to risk the chance of somebody breaking into my house and stealing all of the hair that I have, Like you just let them know like, hey, you didn't read the policy, but the policy is in place for this reason. And then you go back and say something nice again, something reassuring. Just close it out, letting them know that they're still important, that they are a valued customer. And if they have additional questions, they can feel free to ask you because you are open and willing to help, you know? Like if you have any questions, any additional questions you would like to ask, I will be happy to answer them for you. End it that way. That way they know like you don't have like a nasty attitude, that you're still willing to help them if they have any additional questions. And when I do that, 9 out of 10 times, the customer will say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I overlooked that. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my fault. Don't worry about it." They will be quick to apologize 9 out of 10 times. Not at 1 out of 10 times, that 10%, you know, that small percentage of times where they're still unhappy, then sometimes there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it. And some customers, they don't care. They want you to make a way. They don't care if you're going to go into debt. They don't care if your account is going to go in a negative. They don't give a damn about none of that. They order some hair. They don't care if it ain't their fault. They going on vacation Thursday, and if them $300 they spent on their hair, if they ain't gonna have their hair for their vacation, then they want their $300 back so they can spend it on something else before they go on vacation. You know, they want their $300 back so they can get their hair done locally or something like that before they go on vacation. So with them being mad because you telling them no, because honestly there's nothing else you can do, guess what they do, y'all? And guess what they do? Bam, they open up a claim with PayPal, right? And it really sucks because I use PayPal and I use Stripe. I love PayPal. I hate Stripe, and I'm gonna talk about that going forward. But they'll go ahead and open up a claim with PayPal. And PayPal and Stripe, whenever a customer opens up a dispute, the customer the customer right then and there gets a refund, instant refund. Your accounts are instantly in the negative. Your accounts are instantly negative $300. It's soon as they hit that dispute, your money gone. You got a hold on your account. And it sucks. It sucks so bad when you got bills to pay, you got mouths to feed, you're a small business owner, you're depending on your business money to survive because it's a business, and the reason why you opened up a business was because you needed extra money, extra funds, you know. It sucks because now you have a hold on your money and you have plans for that money already. It's not fair. So now you have to go through a dispute. So now it's all about how do you win your dispute, right? Because it happens all the time. How do you win your dispute? With PayPal and a claim is escalated, the good thing about PayPal is that somebody from the PayPal team ultimately makes the decision. So it's going to be like a messaging back and forth through PayPal, like a dispute center. It's going to be the customer going to put in a claim. I paid $300 for some hair. I ain't get it. Like the person said they would, right? So now PayPal is going to ask you, how can you prove it? So how you want to prove it is, number one, whenever you are going back and forth with a customer, only go back and forth with them or communicate with them via emails. Period. Okay? You can talk to them in a DM briefly. You know, you could talk to them through text messages briefly, but always let them know, hey, I'm gonna respond back to you in the email. We can talk about this, or we can further discuss this in email, because your email is what's gonna protect you. And make sure the email address that you contact them on is the same email address they use to make the order, or the same email address used for their PayPal email. That way, when your customer put in that claim saying you ain't sent out that hair in 3 days, You can prove to PayPal that you done talked to them through emails, and your email specifically shows where you told them, you know, all the policies and all that stuff like that. And I don't know, the email's always gonna like give you proof that you communicated with your customer, and your customer could have been okay with something, or your customer may admit that, oh, I didn't know any better, or oh, you're right. I don't know. You just always want to have email proof. If you have any type of communication with your customer, you can screenshot those emails and send them to PayPal. Also, you can give PayPal the direct link to your website and your policies, and you can really just put all of your proof that you did everything right. And what PayPal will do after a certain amount of days, they're going to look at it and they're going to see, you know what? We're going to side in the favor of the business owner, because the business owner did everything that they said they would do as stated in their policy. Pretty much this is an upset customer, but it's the customer's fault. And then what PayPal will do, they will give you back your money. They will give you back your money. And that's what I really like about PayPal, because every claim dispute I ever had with PayPal, I won my case, because PayPal really takes the time out to overlook both people's case, like both people's side of the story. And PayPal really look at your evidence and your proof, and then they make a decision. Stripe, on the other hand, every damn claim I had, I lost. I done sent them down photos of the customers wearing the hair in their head, showing that the customers actually was wearing the hair. I done gave them tracking numbers that customers received their packages. I done gave all of the information Stripe, because with Stripe's dispute center or whatever they have, they tell you everything that you need, and all you got to do is input all of the information and send it out. And to be honest, it don't matter how much proof you have, 9 out of 10 chances it's going to get denied, because Stripe, they don't go through and do it all themselves. They give all the information to the bank, the customer's bank, right? And then the customer's bank have to decide if they're going to go with their customer or are they going to go with the business. And 9 out of 10 chances, the bank is going to go with the person they bank with, because that's their customer, right? If I was a bank and my customer was unhappy, my customer of 10 years was unhappy about a purchase, whether my customer wrong or not, I'm going to side with my customer, because they've been banking with me for 10 years. They utilize my services. They've been utilizing my services for 10 years, and I don't even know this company. So the banks, what I've noticed, the banks always go with their customers. All the customer got to say is that it's a fraudulent transaction. They ain't make it, and they bank gonna side with them regardless of the proof. So I hate Stripe, and I absolutely hate it. But the only reason why I use Stripe is because 90% of my customers utilize Stripe. That's the only reason why I still use Stripe to this day. But I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. So all the scammers, they use Stripe. They really do. And I would say, if you use Stripe as a business owner, please, please beware. Please beware. There are ways to protect yourself as a business owner from scammers and from angry customers who refuse to go against your policies and just demand refunds. There are a lot of things that you can set up to protect yourself as a business owner. The number one thing you need to have is a policy page on your website. Make sure you have your processing time, your shipping time, whether or not you accept returns, whether or not you give refunds, whether or not your orders are final or not. On my website, all orders are final. I only accept returns if the customer has the wrong item. If I accidentally sent them out the wrong item, that's the only time I accept returns. On my website, you can cancel your order, but it has to be within 48 hours. And if you do cancel your order, it's a $25 fee, because you inconvenienced me. as a business owner. So you always want to make sure you have all of your rules and regulations, however you do your business, have it written out on a policy page on your website. So that's the number one way to protect yourself. The second way to protect yourself, because a lot of customers, they will claim they didn't receive their package in the mail and that you kept their hair when you sent it out. Always make sure you send out a tracking number, okay? And make sure on your policy page, you let them know that you are not responsible for lost or damaged packages. Because a lot of customers, they'll say their package got lost, or they'll say, I got my package, but I'm missing 2 bundles out of my package. And they be, some people be lying, you know. People really be lying. So you need to make sure you let them know, hey, I'm not responsible for any lost, stolen, damaged packages. Nope. If you feel like you're not going to be home to receive your package, contact your local post office and they can have a package sent out. They can hold the package for you at your local post office if you're not going to be home. Make sure you have all of those policies listed on your website, and make sure, number 2, that you always have a tracking number. Those are the 2 things that are going to protect you. Always protect you. If a customer is ordering more than $300 worth of hair, or however much hair that you feel like a limit is to you, make sure they have to sign for delivery. So if they're going to receive their package, make sure they have to sign and receive their package. Me, I went an extra step, and now I make it to where on my website, a customer have to acknowledge that they read my policies and my rules on my website before they can make a purchase. So I actually went an additional step to make sure the customers are acknowledging they read all of that information. So those are just a few ways that you can protect yourself as a business owner, because like I say, people are out there. There's some people out there, they out there to get you. They prey on black business owners, and it be our kind. That's the crazy thing about it. It be other black people preying on us. Go steal at the Walmart checkout line. Go steal and scam these billion-dollar companies. But you want to come to a small business owner? Like, that should be killing me. But yeah, so this is like the downside of business that people do not talk about. But you just got to make sure you protect yourself. Always make sure you can, if you have an angry customer, at least try to make them happy or escalate their anger or something. That way, not escalate their anger, but, you know, just bring them down a few notches so that they don't make a dispute with PayPal or Stripe, so that they don't make a claim, because you don't want to deal with that. You always want to make your customer feel comfortable or whatever. You always want to make them not mad. You know, you always want to bring them down, whatever. And then if the customer's too angry, you always got to know how to protect yourself, okay? So this whole video, I've been all over the place. Hopefully I can edit it in a way to make it make sense, because right now I'm not making no sense, y'all. But make sure y'all watch my other videos, and make sure you subscribe, because I'm definitely coming out with more videos to help y'all. Because if I can help other people, that's all I really want to do. I want to help other people be great. Because we can all, like I always say, it's enough money for all of us, and it's enough money for all of us to win and for all of us to eat. So make sure you subscribe and continue to watch my videos. Bye.